Students, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Today's topic is the aim of education. Education is considered as a tool of individual and social development. The aim of education is generally classified into two. The first one is the individual aim of education, and the second one is the social aim of education. First, we will discuss about the individual aim of education. It means that the education that develops the individual according to their own needs, interest, and abilities. Individual aim of education are those which help in the development of the individual according to the needs, interest, and the abilities. Now, the certain characteristics of the individual aim of education are as follow. The first characteristic is the first characteristics of the individual aim of education is that it is for the development of the natural abilities. Individual help in the formation of the character, and individual aim of education help in the education for vocation. The next is education for knowledge. Next is self realization. Individual aim of education help in the development of international and global feeling. International help in the development of intellectual abilities. It also help in the development of the individuality. Now we will discuss about all these one by one. The first is the development of natural abilities. When the child is born, he or she is having many inborn abilities. As the child grow, the mind also grow, but the innate abilities and the qualities do not develop quite so naturally and without support. It is said that if the mind is not trained, its abilities cannot be developed. Hence, the first aim of education is to try to develop such abilities as power of imagination, thinking, etc. by providing opportunities and stimuli. Now, the second point is the formation of character. How education help in the formation of character of an individuals. It is believed that education is the modification of behavior. Education should touch our heart, and morally it should make us more human and truthful. Education should always mold our character. As Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi said, "What is your goal of education?" He replied, "Character building." The next is education for vocation. Economic factors controlling life in the present day world have become so complex that no one who is more properly educated and skilled can hope to successfully earn his living. As a general rule, highly paid jobs require specialized training of a very high caliber. Education aims at training the individual to earn his livelihood, to marry, to bring forth children, to fulfill his duties towards other individuals in this and society in general. The next characteristics of the aim of the individual education is the self realization. It means that the actualization of the highest potentialities of the self realization or the spiritual becomings to is also the ultimate aim of the education. The fifth characteristics of the individual aim of education is the education for knowledge. It is the gospel truth that the basic aim of education is the dissemination of knowledge. Socrates had said that knowledge is a virtue, and he who is knowledgeable is the virtuous, and just knowledge is seen by education. It is the important and it should be learned. The next characteristics is the education help in the intellectual development. Education should develop the intellectual capabilities of the individuals and should increase his or her imaginative and creative abilities. The next one is the development of individuality. T.P. Nun believes that we should use education as a mean of making individuals capable and developing his own individuality and of contributing to society and also between man and nature. The next is the development of the international and global feeling. As a result of improvement in the means of transport and communications, peoples of different nations coming in contact with each other. People across the globe are also realizing the importance of the global feeling after having witnessed the consequences of the recent world wars. This is all about the individual aim of education. Now we will study about the social aim of education. Now, first we will discuss what is the social aim of education. Social aim is quite opposite to the individuals, and many of the supporters believes that the society is considered as more important than the individual. It means the social aim of education is considered most important or given most importance than the social aim of education. And most of the supporters are of the belief that the man is a social animal and he develop his personalities only in the society, as the person live in societies, acquire socialization through her or his contact with his or her families, his relations to neighbors and friends. He learned the way of moving in the society, of talking to peoples and mutual behavior through these contacts. Hence, it is desirable that education must have social aim of education. Now, the social aim of education is classified into two meanings. The first one is the narrow meaning and the second one is the wider meaning. The narrow meaning of the social aim is the state socialization and the wider meaning is the democratic socialism. Again, the wider meaning, that is the democratic socialism, is again divided into the two parts. The first is citizens and the second is social efficiency. The social efficiency is also further classified into the three. First is the economic efficiency, second is the negative morality, and the third one is the positive morality. Now we will discuss the narrow meaning and the wider meaning in detail. First we will discuss about the narrow meaning. The narrow meaning of the social aim of education is equity with state socialism. Liberty of individual is totally curtailed and all aspects of individual lives are recorded. Any individual cannot even dream of his individual identity. He is expected to sacrifice his everything, even his life, for the good and the need of the state. Now, the wider meaning of the social aim of education. In wider meaning, social aim of education is equated with the democratic socialism. The supporter of this aim believes that the ultimate aim of the education should be to prepare the individual for the society. The democratic view of the social aim of education is to make the individual socially efficient for democratic society. A socially efficient person is one who is physically strong or intellectually enlightened, culturally refined, vocationally self sufficient, and morally well disciplined. A person who has all these qualities is considered to be a more social person. The social efficiency becomes the measure of a man's success in life. The social efficient individual, according to John Dewey, is one who is able to control his environment and fulfill his possibilities. Now, the some importance of the social aim of education. The first point is social nature of the man. Man is a social animal. He cannot believe without society, and he also cannot live with the society. Hence, he should give top priority to the welfare of the society and should sacrifice his everything if needed arises. The next importance of the social is that it socialize the individual. Individual is born with certain animal tendencies. It is a society which make him culturally and civilized. Quality like sympathy, social service, obedience, kindness, love, and brotherhood all develop in the society. A man or individual is socialized through society, and hence, welfare of the society should be emphasized with the education. The next importance is the of importance of the development of the education is the development of individual. Development of individual is possible only in the society. Hence, every individual is ready to sacrifice his everything for the betterment of the society. This is all about the importance of the social aim of education. So today we will study about the aim of education. That is, first one is the individual aim of education, and then second one is the social aim of education. And we will we have discussed about these characters in detail. Thank you.